Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you're having a great day. This is Himanshu and you're watching Weekly Cricket News. Today we are back again with another IPL match review. We are going to review the match between Punjab and RCB happened yesterday, and we're gonna talk everything that important that happened in yesterday's match. That match, by the way, reminded me of old RCB. I'm talking about the RCB in 2017-18 years where they were struggling. Some clueless death over bowling, some awful batting, and their main batsman denied strikes over and over again, and eventually their main batsmen not getting enough balls to play. Anyways, let's start with the beginning. First thing first, KL Rahul and Chris Gale. When Chris Gale came into the crease, the score was I think 19 for 1 at the end of 3.3 or 3.4 overs. Punjab were struggling to get advantage of the power play. And then Chris Gale ensured that the run rate of Punjab increased dramatically. He hit 5 boundaries to Kyle Jameson in I think the sixth over of the inning. Kyle Jameson just managed to escape the fate what Mavi had against Saw, which we saw in the previous match. Chris Gale struck 5 boundaries in that over. Some very pleasant batting from Chris Gale. He was looking back in his old prime form, and he traditionally has done very good against RCB. And he also, having played for the same franchise, I think he also had something in his mind to prove himself against his old franchisee. Now, in that inning, he hit a very flat six to Chahal. That was the flattest six I have ever seen in a cricket match. The ball barely left the ground. I think maximum height the ball had was 6 meter. And the next thing in that partnership was KL Rahul. KL Rahul was playing silently. He was striking it below 100 strike rate, I think till 21 or 22 balls. But he played his part very well because he knew that Chris Gale is going great. He's hitting the odd boundaries. They have increased the net required. Sorry, they have increased the run rate of the inning as well. So there wasn't any pressure on him. But suddenly the wicket started flowing. Nicholas Purahan again scored his fourth duck in this IPL. Coming back again, the wicket started falling again, and the pressure was now on KL Rahul to deliver and ensure that Punjab has at least a decent, respectable total to defend. And he did that beautifully. He eventually scored 91 runs, and that was crucial. And the last over by Harshal Patel again proved to be the game changing over. On to the second point. Old RCB again, are we seeing? So, the RCB which we were used to see was the team which struggles a lot in the death overs and some clueless batting and their main batsman not getting enough balls. That was a match again yesterday. So Harshal Patel, he usually bowls very well in the middle over, and where he has done great bowling in death over is was on the Chennai pitch, where his slower balls gripped him more. He got more purchase out of the wicket. That's why his slower balls were effective in those pitches and in the death over scenarios. But over in Wankhede or in Ahmedabad, the pitches are true. They have true bounces. You can play your shot on the up. So I think his ball is not gripping, and we have seen him struggling in the death overs. Yesterday also, I think he gave away 21 or 22 runs, which is a lot. That over gave the momentum to the Punjab innings that were missing. Excuse me. And now comes to the batting part of RCB. RCB started awfully. Devdutt Padikkal bowled himself out while he tried to play an ugly slog of the Meredith, who was bowling beautifully this time, having been dropped and again coming into the team. He bowled beautifully. And then Rajat Patidar and Virat Kohli, they tried to get themselves in, and their partnership was going below 6 runs per over. They were striking below 100, and that put a lot of pressure on Virat Kohli and Patidar as well. And when they started going for the big shot, it didn't come. They were failing to connect the balls. They were failing to find the gaps, and eventually they succumbed to the pressure. which brings me to the third and last point, Harpreet Brar. He got the wickets of Kohli, AB de Villiers, Maxwell. Imagine having these three wickets in your first match in IPL. The first one was more of a batsman's mistake because Kohli ran down to the pitch, literally ran down to the pitch, and even though he wasn't near enough the ball, wasn't near to the pitch of the ball, he went through with the shot, missed it completely, easy stumping. Thus, Kohli lost his wicket. In comes Glenn Maxwell. That ball was beautifully balled by Harpreet Brar. There was some confusion. What was Maxwell being given out? Was it bowled? Was it caught behind? Even umpires were confused, and eventually in the replays we got to know that the bowler has bowled him. Maxwell tried to defend it off the back foot. The ball spun a little bit and kissed the off stump, and the bails were dislodged. That was such a beauty to see that ball was. And in the last over of his spell, he also got AB de Villiers, and those three wickets completely break the back of RCB's batting. Once ABD was out, the outcome of the match was more or less known by everybody, and we knew that RCB is gonna struggle even to get close to the Punjab score, let alone chase it down. Eventually, Punjab won by I think 40 or something, 40 odd runs, and that was a huge boost that they were requiring in this middle phase of the IPL. Anyways, guys, that was a pretty interesting match to see with all the ebbs and flows we saw in the game. First, RCB were dominating in the first half of the power play in Punjab batting. Then Punjab started dominating. They got rid of Chris Gale. Then again, RCB started dominating, and until the final 2 overs, RCB had the upper hand in the first inning. And suddenly, those 2 overs, last 2 overs, course, not last two, I would say only last over, because last over, second last over was balled by Siraj, and he gave away only 7 runs. So basically, last over caused RCB the match, and they eventually was playing a catch-up game, and they couldn't catch up. Anyways, guys, let's forget about the last match and focus on the match which is today, the El Clasico in cricket. Yes, in IPL. I'm talking about the match between Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians. We have seen some fierce battle between them in the past, and I think Mumbai has the upper hand in the past 5 encounters. They have won 4 out of the 5 matches that they have last played. So Mumbai have the upper hand coming head to head. But in this year's IPL, Chennai has the momentum. Mumbai has just won his their third match in 6 matches, and CSK has already won their 5 matches. So it will be interesting because CSK is riding high, and it'll be interesting to see how this match goes on. I'll be watching it very keenly and hoping for a thrilling finish to this famous contest between these two IPL giants. I'll be here to bring that review as well, guys. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel so that you can see my reviews on a regular basis. And until next time, I'll see you here again. This is Himanshu signing off.